friends. So I'd like to quickly talk about how you can take your goals from the point of just being written down to a point of execution. And I'd like to use the acronym GROAP, GROAP. Remember, this is not teaching you how to set goals. This is how you can take your goals from just being on paper or being on your vision board to becoming reality. So what is G? The goals and objectives. What are your goals? What are your objectives for your finances, your family, your career, and what have you? The starting point is to write them down. So write your goals and your objectives. So again, today is not about how to set goals. So having written the goals and objectives, R will be considering your reality. No, so if your goal is to buy a house in the next 2 or 3 years, what is your current reality? Are you living in a rented apartment? Are you staying with your parents? Are you staying with friends? Are you squatting with someone? So you need to identify your reality, and that will help you plan on how to achieve your goals. So that's the R. O will be your options. So using the example I cited, I would like to buy a house in 3 years. I already have identified my reality. I'm probably living in a rented apartment or squatting with a friend. So in achieving that goal, do I want to buy a house with cash? Do I want to buy a house with mortgage? Do I want to ask family and friends to support me? Whatever. So you need to also know your options. It is not enough to have the goals. It is not enough to consider your reality. You must be able to understand what the options are. You can weigh them, you can analyze them, and take a decision. So GROA. What are the action steps? Remember, this is not about me. I just cited that example of buying a house in 3 years. So what are my action steps? Haven't considered my options. If I'm going to get a mortgage in 3 years, so who do I approach? How do I go about it? How much should I set aside on a monthly basis so that I can accumulate the down payment? That is a proper way of taking your goals from just being a dream to reality. That would help you actualize your goals. So what are the options? You know your options. What are the action steps? What are the things that you need to know? And the final one is the P, performance tracking. A lot of us set goals, we don't accomplish or achieve our goals because we don't have a way or have a means of tracking them. So you know the action points, you know the action steps, you know the options. How do you track these things? Now, if you decide to start, say, saving 10% or 20% of your salary on a monthly basis, now, do you go back from time to time to find out how you're doing? Don't wait for 3 years' time. Don't wait for, even if your goal is a long-term goal, you don't have to wait till 5 years or 10 years to accomplish. You need to be able to track from time to time. So, in recapping, and just tidying all of this up, GROAP would help you in taking your goals from sitting on paper or your vision board to reality. I hope you have learned something. Read more about the inner circle. Read more about Smart Stewards at smartstewards.com. Until then, I will be your coach. Keep shining.